No, I'm great. I'm happy to be here, ready to work, and yeah, ready for the season, and I'm pleased to be here. So thank you for having me.
What was the pitch to bring you here? Why did you choose Cairns?
I'm from Australia, and I feel like NBL is one of the top leagues in the world, and I just want to come here and compete and win, and also get better as a player. So, Coach Adam, he had a pass of recruiting young players, and I seen that, and he told me he had a vision for me, and I seen it, and I liked it, so I'm here. So,
rookie season in the NBL. What are your goals for this year?
I felt the ultimate goal is to win a championship. Play to win, so I'm here to win, and win a championship, build chemistry, and just get better every day.
A few of the guys are still coming in, but you've met a few of them. What do you think of the early team chemistry?
Great bunch of people, great teammates, welcoming. They came in from day one, welcoming with open hands and everything, and they're great. Everybody's good over here. As you know, it's a pro team, so I'm still new here, but I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it.
Any guys in particular you're keen to play with?
I'm everybody really. Still getting to know everybody, but pretty much everybody really. So all my teammates, I love them, and I can't wait to play with them and build a chemistry with them.
For the Cairns fans who are excited to see you out there, talk us through what's your game. What can they expect?
Just Cairns about to get a winner, a two-way player that's going to do whatever it takes to win a ball game. Players always gonna play with their utmost effort and just do plays to win, whether it's score, defense, rebound, whatever it takes. Just make winning plays.
You mentioned that US college experience. What do you learn and take from that big campaign with Brigham Young?
Excuse me one time, please.
What do you kind of learn from your time over in the US?
I just how to play the game of basketball. I went there when I was young. I moved there when I was 15, and now I just got here. So I've been there for a while. Just know how to play the game, speed, and everybody's good over there. So just being a sponge and just learning and just trying to be a sponge and learn everything I can as possible and just try to get better every day.
Oh man, I'm definitely excited. Love being in the NBL in general. It's nice that as a import, it's rare that you have like a vet as an import, so it's a very good thing to kind of be that voice and be that comfortability for kind of everybody on the court.
What was the pitch from Fordey in the club to get you the sign?
Wasn't much. I mean, it's not hard to get somebody here, but just the way he's planning to do great things in the next couple of years, and he made it pretty simple. And I mean, it's always easy when you got a guy like Jack McVeigh that you signed days before calling me, so it was easy.
Obviously, you guys have been together at Tassie with Jack. Are you excited to run around with him again?
Oh yeah, definitely going to be an exciting one if we can run it back again and get another NBL championship just like we did a couple of years ago. It'll be a dream come true.
Obviously, you've been there and done it. You've seen now the new roster that we've signed. You think we've got what it takes this year?
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be a fun year in NBL in general, just with all the signings and new faces and old faces. But it's going to be an exciting year in general, and it'll be real fun to see what happens.
You've had the Orange Army cheering against you, and you've been up here before. Good to have them on side now.
Yeah, I was telling my wife about just the arena. I'm like, you're going to love it. It's going to be a little warm in there, but it's going to be just like Tassie, where it's just me. Everybody's going to be full on when you get there, and she's going to absolutely love that.
Obviously, still some guys to come in, but you've kind of met a few of the guys. How's that early team chemistry? Great.
I've been around for a couple of days seeing the practices, and they gel really well. I'm excited for the rest of the guys to get back, some of the boomers to get back. It seems like we have a really good team to make a big noise.
How do you feel, I guess, about your role coming into the year? You'll obviously be working with Fordey pretty closely and Jack as well.
Good. I'm really excited about my role. Just the fact that, like I said again, the ability to speak out and kind of be in that leadership role is a big thing for me. Being one of the oldest, which is rare. Last year I was in the middle, but still in the older kind of leadership group. But now it's kind of like I'm one of the oldest, and it's kind of a good time for me to test everything I've learned in a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really robust off-season, and I think, again, a lot of credit obviously goes to Mark and Troy especially, and seeing the all-in mindset was a massive determining factor to go, I think I want to be part of that as well. So, it's very lucky from a coaching standpoint that, we can have the up and down season we had last year, and then for me to be presented with an opportunity to come back with some upgrades. I don't think there's too many coaches that can get that opportunity. So obviously, fully aware of the burden and expectation now that comes from my side of the job to make sure we get the performance and the wins on court. But, what they've done to get us in this position right now was I'd rather be in it and in the trenches with them than on the outside looking in and admiring it.
How far was that? I mentioned you were kind of in the process of helping select your replacement. How far into that process were you when you decided, actually, I think I want to come back?
I don't know about that side of the process, but for me personally, you know, like our skip bin was collected the day that we decided that we wanted to stay in Cairns, and so you know, my wife's been very patient with me, and now she's refurnishing the house and getting everything back in order. So. Yeah, look, you know, as I said, there was a lot of moving parts this off-season, that a lot of things went on behind the scenes. And this is where now I think the result of what we have in our lineup, again, the majority of the credit of that goes to Mark and Troy and the board.
Now that the roster's together, what do you kind of make of it?
Yeah, good. Again, now it's almost like once that's been done and it's been go, 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 you sort of have to reset your focus now and start talking about the building blocks to that. And, you know, it's a day-to-day process. You stack days. You don't try and win a championship in August, but it's about laying the foundation. So, you know, we've got guys filtering through this week. We've had guys in since last week, more guys to come next week. So it's a matter of just getting everyone on the floor and getting everybody on the same page.
Just spoke to Marcus, obviously a veteran in this league, but someone who's done it and won a championship alongside Jack. Great to have him on board. Yeah,
I mean, since he's come into the league, he's made an immediate impact. You know, he came in midway through the season for Melbourne when they were outside of the top six at that time. And when he was injected into that team, they started winning the second half of the year. And so, obviously, he was a factor in that turnaround. Then he wins a championship, and then he's in the grand final series last year. So we want to use that resource, not just for what he brings on the court, but, you know, for what he brings off the court. You know, he's going to be a real good balance for the group.
What did you like in the what that got you to bring him on board?
Defense. Like, you know, we've always felt like we've had a good ability to recruit some high-level defenders. You know, we've done that with Taj, we've done that with Bull. Taryn was a great on-ball defender as well. You know, Bull set some highlights, right? You know, he makes a defensive stop in the NCAA to send BYU into the Sweet 16. You know, that's going to be something that they're going to replay for years to come, and it's going to be something he shows his grandkids 20, 30, 40 years from now. So, yeah, defensively, he's got some tenacity and some grit about him. He's still a rookie, so we want to make sure we don't rush him through the process, but he's exciting.
Kind of hit the ground running. You got pre-season games coming up very soon. You've still got guys to filter through. How do you approach the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, the big thing is now sort of seeing who fits into that rotation. You know, we're still not going to be a team that's going to rotate 12 guys in the first quarter. So now we're in a position where we got guys really trying to fight for purposeful minutes. And so next week provides the 7, 8 guys not in that starting 5 to really make a claim for, you know, where they sit in the pecking order.